This is LaserBolt, and welcome to today's video. Guys, I am recording off a hotel at the current moment because if the mic sounds weird or anything like that, you guys know what's up. I am not at home. But I did want to give you guys the information about what's going on with the whole Outriders patch. We got the dev news came in a little bit late, but we actually got it right now. So for those of you who don't know, there was a patch that was released last week, and they said that the patch did really good wonders for what was currently being patched. But the new patch that everybody's been waiting for, which is the buff for the weapons and the patch to a couple other traits, that one has been delayed, and we were supposed to get it this week, but we didn't because they said they are still kind of publishing a couple of issues. Now, this is what they said. Our latest patch is mostly complete, except for an outstanding issue that crashes that appear for some users attempting to launch Outriders since the previous patch is still being investigated. So that's the reason why it hasn't been kind of sent to us, because there's still a crash that appears to be happening when people launch the game. So once that's resolved, which they feel like they could probably get it resolved this week, they will go ahead and send the patch our way. But we do got some really exciting news because they're letting us know exactly what that patch will bring, which I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be excited for. And anything that we say here, if you guys feel that needs a correction or needs something that we need to get out to the devs, that maybe something needs to get patched or buffed that they haven't stated, drop it in the comment section down below. We'll try to get it to the devs as quickly as we possibly can. Now, they said they're trying to figure out exactly what might be causing the problem with the crash, but once they have it resolved, they'll definitely go ahead and put it out. So here is exactly what we could look forward to as part of the upcoming patch. So they said, in the spirit of continued transparency and as the patch is nearing completion, we want to share some initial patch highlights with you. Note that these things are not live today and may still be subject to change ahead of the patch release. The list is not exhaustive, but is selective of the things we know we will most likely be excited about. Now, what they're trying to tell us here, guys, is they're letting us know that there is a patch coming. What they're going to be sharing with us is stuff that I think that everybody wants to hear, but there's still going to be more stuff addressed in the patch. And we're expecting that to come next week, and I'll keep you guys updated on what exactly is coming up. So here's what they say. Upcoming fixes and changes. Will improve the multiplayer experience so that the rubber banding and packet loss should not be reduced for players under 350 millisecond ping. So again, one of the biggest issues with the game, of course, as you guys know, is the connectivity with players, and that seems to be being addressed very soon. They said that they will also be fixing the Technomancers Borealis Monarch set and correctly grant the 90% damage increase to any frozen targets. Now, I had a build planned for when this was going to be getting addressed, but as you guys know, it wasn't completely addressed, so I didn't make a build for that. But once this comes out and this fix comes out, I will have a build for the to update my my Ice King build, so you guys could get a better set when you have that complete set resolved. They also said they will resolve an issue with the Devastator status set and change its description to match its behavior. The new description will read, while either Tremor or Golem is active, increase firepower by 100% and weapon skill leech by 100% of you and your teammates. So that's the current new description. The old description says, using either Tremor or Golem increases firepower by 100% and weapon skill leech by 100% for you and your teammates. The biggest change right there is what they're trying to say is when it's active, that's what they went ahead and addressed, because I think that wasn't made clear and people thought it was actually the other way around. So now, when Golem and Tremor is active, you will get that firepower increase. I will have a build for this one. It's my firepower Devastator build, which I've been holding out till this gets fixed. But once that gets sorted out, you guys should be good to go. Now, it says the old functionality meant that the status set bonus could end after 8 seconds. Reworking this means that the bonus can now be maintained for a longer period of time. So now they're letting you know, as long as you keep Golem active, you guys should be good to go. They said that they will fix an issue that can cause the Trickster's hunt of prey to not turn the player towards an enemy back if aiming down sights immediately after activating. They will improve the target of the Trickster's Ventress knife so that it shows now more consistent target players instead of the enemies. And they will implement changes to the anti-duplication system so that you could equip items will not be taken into account when checking whether you reroll drops. So remember, one of the things with the duplicated glitch, people were saying it wasn't working, it wasn't doing what is intended. When farming a weapon, it wasn't working. Now what they did with the anti-duplication glitch, whatever you have within your inventory or that you have equipped for your character will not be taken into account into the duplication, and that way it'll be easier to actually farm specific weapons, which will be helping you guys over on stream. So if you guys are looking for a weapon, make sure you guys tune into our YouTube channel. Just head over to Discord so you guys know exactly when we go live. They said they will also fix an issue whereby players who are level 50 may appear as level 1 while in the party. This is something that's very frequently It's not like a top priority, but I guess it's kind of cool. So here is what everybody's excited for, which is the upcoming buffs. So here we go. Pyromancer. Feed the flames. Feed the flames. The ammo replenished by the bullet absorption mod has been increased to 40%. It was previously 33%, so that's a big boost. Volcanic rounds, the resistance debuff provided by the suspectability mod has been increased by 50% from 34. So this means volcanic rounds may be coming into a volcanic round build for the Pyromancer. They said the reload boost and the lava shot mod have had their perks swapped. So reload boost will now increase your anomaly power. Previously it was firepower, and now the lava shots will now increase your firepower, which was previously anomaly power. So just a quick swap right there. They also went ahead and increased the Ash Blast. Ash Blast has had its base skill cooldown reduced by 5 seconds from 27.5 to 23.5 seconds. Huge increment, guys, because we want to make sure we have as much ash as we possibly can. And then the buff duration of the Death Sentence mod has been increased by 3 seconds from 5 all the way to 8. So for those of you Pyromancers out there, those are kind of like the highlights that we're getting for the buffs. Let me know if you guys are happy with that, or you guys think this Pyromancer is still missing something. Now, on to the Trickster. So the Trickster has borrowed time, reduced the cooldown of borrowed time by 3.5 seconds to 13.5 seconds to 10 seconds. So you're getting a cut of 3.5. So that's pretty good, because the borrowed time now could kind of be spammed a little bit more often than it was previous to that. Now, this is one that I was waiting for. I wanted to see what they were going to do with Slow Trap, because it's one of the underutilized skills. They said that the cooldown of Slow Trap has now been reduced by 10.7 seconds. I am extremely excited about this, because this one was really bad. So it was previously 30.7 seconds. Now it's 20 seconds. So we could theoretically be using a nice Slow Trap build coming your way, guys. Then we have Time Rift. The cooldown of Time Rift has been reduced by 3.4 seconds. It was previously 15.4. Now it's down to 12 seconds. So that should be pretty cool. And they also increased the damage over time with the DOT of the A Little Bit of Pain mod by 71% from the base of 0.35 to anomaly power to 0.6 anomaly power. The condensed the damage over time duration of A Little Bit of Pain mod to 6 seconds. It was previously 10. So it seems like that mod's going to be very viable now that we put it into more testing and see exactly what's coming out. They also increased the armor and resistance debuff provided by the Time Crack mod to 35. It was previously 25. And increased the weapon cleave damage provided by the Pain Transfer mod to 20% weapon damage. It was previously only 10% weapon damage. So that should be coming into fruition. It should be a lot better for mods and stuff like that. Now onto the Technomancers. Oh, one quick thing, guys. If you guys are a Trickster, are you guys happy with that? Let me know. All right, so now onto the Technomancer. So we got the Pain Launcher, which reduced the base cooldown of the Pain Launcher by 10 seconds from 40 seconds to 30 seconds. So the actual reduction time is 10 seconds from 30 seconds cooldown. The Shrapnel was reduced. They reduced the base cooldown of the Shrapnel by 5 seconds from 22 seconds. So now it's down to 17 seconds, which is pretty cool. And the Freeze Turret is actually getting a bit of a buff as well. The Hail Shot mod has had its SPF set to 1.5. Previously, it was only 1. Pretty much what you probably want to know, what the heck is SPF? SPF controls how much time the mod benefits from the status power attribute. The change effectively means that the damage increase provided by the Hail Shot will increase by 50% through the effectiveness of the improvement, still dependent on the character's status power and attributes. Now on to my beloved Devastator. Now, if you guys, for some reason, are Technomancers, let me know if you guys are satisfied with that. Now to the Devastator. This is something that's kind of interesting. Boulder Dash. Yes, guys, the most underutilized skill is getting 2 buffs. Using the skill will now provide significant 65% damage reduction during its animation. And remember, we could pretty much spam this skill. So that's a big increment there. Players can now press trigger again to use the AoE attack during the run. And finally. So now you're able to actually cancel out from that one. So you can activate Boulder Dash, activate it, and activate it again whenever you want, not when the game determines you to activate it. So this can make some very interesting, viable Boulder Dash builds coming your way. Endless Mask also got a buff, and it says enemies afflicted by Endless Mask can now be damaged and killed during the animation. Awesome. That's one big thing, that reason I didn't use Endless Mask. And then they said change the Wide Horizon mod so that on top of the range increase, the mod will allow Endless Mask to ignore the enemy skill absorbing skill using the by Alpha Perforer and the Brood Mother. So now they're being included. They also went ahead and buffed the Reflect Bullets. Ending the skill early will now refund a part of the cooldown by 90%, which is awesome, because now you could actually spam this to get the buff and get that get that Reflect Bullets even more often. So that's pretty cool. Now on to, if you're a Devastator, let me know if you're happy with that, guys. Now onto universal buffs. Armor Mud buff. So personal space will have its damage bonus increased from 15 to 25. Awesome. Crit stack will now have its anomaly power boosted increased by 21%. Previously base it was 5.7. Stand Tall will have its base fire pounds bonus increased by 20% and its base anomaly power by 16%. Perseverance Shield will now have its base shield value increased by 40%. Previously it was 25. And then they have Blazing Eggs, which will have its armor increase, its granted increase by 21%. Plate Dodger will have its armor value granted increased by 12%, and its duration increased from 5 seconds to 7 seconds. And as far as weapon mods, they're increasing the anomaly enhancement, will have its co-efficiency increased by 30%, anomaly power to 40%. Bone Chaperone will also have its damage increased by 5% from the base of 56 to 59%. And that is pretty much the highlights of what they have going forward as part of the buffs. Let me know if you guys are satisfied, dissatisfied, if you guys want to see other skills buffed or not.